Welcome guys to the 8th and final episode of my series Beyond the Bending Arts. I know, I can't believe we're finally at the last episode, but here we are. So for the past couple of weeks now, we've been exploring various themes in the Avatar franchise and how it touches on real life experiences. If you've been following the series right from the first episode, I want you to drop an emoji of all the 4 elements in the comment section so I can give you guys sort of like a shout out because you guys are the real ones for sticking this long with me. So to end this series, I felt like having a discussion on balance and harmony would be the best way to conclude the array of themes and topics we've been discussing. Because at the end of the day, when all is said and done, balance and harmony is central because it touches on relationships between nations, people, the spiritual and the material world. So sit back, relax, grab a cup of your favorite drink or a plate of food like I always do whenever I want to watch a YouTube video. Like and subscribe, and now let's get started.
Who are you? I am you. Who am I?
You are the Avatar.
The Avatar in the world of Avatar The Last Airbender can be seen as a linchpin of balance in the world, capable of bending all 4 elements. This unique ability allows the Avatar to maintain harmony among the 4 nations, each associated with one of the elements. The Avatar's role also extends beyond national boundaries because they also serve as a mediator between humans and spirits, ensuring that both the physical and the spirit world remain in equilibrium. To use Avatar Aang as an example, his journey to master the 4 elements and defeat the Fire Nation was not just about winning a war but also restoring peace and balance to the world. His struggle to reconcile his pacifist belief with the need to confront his enemies perfectly illustrates the complexity of maintaining balance. And his ultimate decision to defeat Ozai without killing him showcases a commitment to harmony and justice. And in the real world, the Avatar's role in, let's say, preserving ecological balance resonates so well with global efforts towards sustainability. Leaders in environmental conservation often embody the Avatar spirit by advocating for policies that balance human needs with nature's preservation.
These acorns are everywhere, Aang. That means the forest will grow back. Every one of these will be a tall oak tree someday, and all the birds and animals that lived here will come back.
The struggle between good and evil in the show can be said to be the driving force to the disruption of balance. In Aang's time, he faced the aggressive expansion of the Fire Nation as they sought to dominate other nations and disrupt the natural order of things. And his war against the Fire Nation was ultimately about restoring balance to the world. Similarly, Korra during her days had so many forces that disrupted the world's balance. For instance, Amon and the Equalists fanned the flames of discrimination between benders and non-benders. Unalaq literally shattered the Avatar circle, Zahir was all about chaos and destruction, and Kuvira almost forcefully took over the whole Earth Kingdom. And this has been a constant circle in the Avatar universe, like past Avatars also had their fair share of struggle between good and evil. Kyoshi had Chain the Conqueror, Kuruk had Ko the Face Stealer, Roku had Firelord Sozin, and so on. And some of them won their battles and good prevailed, while others lost and chaos reigned. And these struggles reflect real-life conflicts where power imbalances lead to social and environmental injustices. For example, the fight against imperialism and totalitarianism resonates with historical and contemporary movements for freedom and democracy. Leaders like Nelson Mandela and Gandhi fought against oppressive regimes, and by so doing, embodying the Avatar spirit by promoting non-violent resistance and striving for balance and justice in their society. Because remember, like I said in the last episode, once violence, chaos, and terrorism join our fight for freedom, then we've lost the plot. But in the end, these tales, they remind we, the audience, to reflect on our own roles in maintaining balance and harmony in our communities and the world at large. So from all we've discussed in this video, I think it's safe to say that the show indeed offers profound insight into achieving world peace through the themes of balance and harmony. First, through embracing diversity and interconnectedness, the series has shown how embracing differences and finding common ground with people is very vital in order to attain world peace. And this echoes the multicultural and globalized world we live in today. We're encouraged to recognize our shared humanity and work towards unity despite cultural and national differences. Because to bring this closer to home for me, I can say that Muslim neighbor next door that you've painted with the worst stereotype about Muslims is just probably living his or her life, thinking of how they'll put food on their table and take care of their families. Because in my country, Nigeria, you hear talks like like, oh, let's divide the country I beg into north and south because I'm tired of these Christians, or I'm tired of these Muslims or Hausas and so on. Which is very odd when you consider the fact that dividing based on religion won't lead to a single religious stage, or it may not even change anything. Because for instance, in the south, a lot of Yorubas are both Christians and Muslims. So if you divide the country between north and south, what happens to the Muslims that are in Yoruba land? Would they then pack their loads and go to the north or what? And in the north as well, not all tribes are Hausa people or Muslims. I am what you may consider a northern Christian. So if you divide the country based on religion, does that then mean I'll then turn into a Muslim? So those are just divisive talks that we hear in our country that at the end of the day, it may not bring forth any solution to our problems. So embracing our diversity and a basic love for your neighbor as yourself is like the first step to achieving unity. Secondly, through good leadership and courage, we can begin to arrive at that balance that we're all looking for. Characters like Aang and Zuko demonstrate the value of transformative leadership. They show that leaders can challenge existing paradigms to build a more inclusive and balanced society by embodying the courage to change and pursue harmony. And I know that good leaders are hard to come by these days. You just sit down and you wonder who are the people voting all these people in. Like when you look at our Nigerian election, and I'm sure people from other countries can relate to the fact that when you look at the candidate that ends up winning an election, you'll be like, who in their right senses voted for this person? So that's a fight that we're dealing with in this modern age, and like, I wish us all the best. And with that, we've come to the end of the first season of Beyond the Bending Arts. Yes, you heard me correctly. This is the first season, which means that we're definitely gonna be having a second season because I had so much fun doing this. I don't know when it's gonna be out, and I don't know what I'm gonna be talking about yet, but I can assure you that it will be bigger and better than this first season. So thank you guys for sticking with me through this journey. I loved every bit of it, just sharing my thoughts on different themes on Avatar The Last Airbender, and just bringing it closer to home to me and like relating it to things that are happening around us. And like I said at the start of the video, if you've been watching since the very first episode, indicate by dropping an emoji of all the 4 elements so I can give you guys a community shout out. So like this video so you can reach out to more people, subscribe today if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.